Hi, first grade. It is so good to see you today. I hope you guys enjoyed that Go Noodle video. I love that video. I think it's so fun. Today, as I'm sure you figured out from that video you just watched, we are going to continue talking about naming and counting coins. Today is the second day of this lesson, and we're going to do this lesson again one more time tomorrow. So let's get started. Before we start today, materials you need are your packet of work and either a pencil and paper or your dry erase board and expo marker. Whichever one you have is fine. If you need time to pause the video while you get out your materials, that's fine. Go ahead and pause it and play it when you're ready to start. Let's talk about our clear learning target for the day, okay? I'm going to read it. Our clear learning target is I can name different coins and count their values. Can you say that with me this time? I can name different coins and count their values. Great job. Yesterday, we talked about different coins and how much they are worth. Today, we will be counting coins by adding together groups of the same coin. But before we do that, let's review the coins we learned yesterday. Can you look at this coin and tell me what it's called? Can you also tell me how much this coin is worth? Think about it, put it in your brain, and when you think you know, tell the person next to you. Take some time to do that now. If you said this coin is a penny, you are absolutely correct. A penny is worth 1 cent. Remember, another way we can write 1 cent is like this. We take the number that represents how much the coin is worth, which is 1 because a penny is worth 1 cent. And right after it, we put our cent symbol, which if you remember from yesterday, the cent symbol is just a C with a line through it. But it's very important because it shows us that we are talking about money. So great job on that one, guys. Let's do another one. Can you tell me the name of this coin? And can you tell me how much this coin is worth? Take a minute to think about it, and when you know, tell someone sitting around you. Okay, did you tell someone? Were you right? Let's see. This coin is a nickel. The nickel is worth 5 cents, but when we write it, we can write it like this, with a 5 and the cent symbol. That also means 5 cents. If you got both of those right, great thinking. Let's do another. Look at this coin. Can you tell me the name of it and how much it's worth? Think about it for a second, and when you think you know, whisper it to someone next to you. Go ahead and do that now. I heard a couple of you say it. Let's see if you were right. If you said this was a dime, then kiss your brain. The dime is worth 10 cents. Another way we can show what it's worth is by writing it like this, with a 10 and a cent symbol after it. Excellent work, guys. All right, we have one more coin to review. Are you ready? Can you tell me what this coin is called and how much it's worth? Think about it, and when you think you know, tell the person sitting next to you. Go ahead and think now. Okay, are you ready to see if you were right? If you said this coin is called a quarter, then you know your stuff. Remember, a quarter is worth 25 cents. Another way to write 25 cents is just like this right here, with a 25 and then a cent symbol after it, so we know we're talking about money. That was a great job reviewing, friends. Now that we've done that, we can start with our lesson today. We are going to count the value of a group of coins. Let's start with the penny. We know that the penny is worth how much? That's right, 1 cent. That means when we count a group of pennies, we count by ones. So in this group of pennies, I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3. So I see that there are 3 pennies in this group. And I know that pennies are worth 1 cent. So when I count the money, I count it by ones. Let's count this group again, but think about it in terms of money. 1, 2, 3. When I count this group, I know that the value of this group of pennies is 3 cents. Okay, now it's your turn to practice. This is your first launch. I will read it to you now. Can you count this group of pennies and find its value? When you have the answer figured out, I want you to write it on your whiteboard or paper. Remember to put the cent symbol after the number so I know you're talking about money. So go ahead and get out your paper and your pencil, or your whiteboard and your marker, whichever one you chose to get out today. And go ahead and tell me the value of this group of pennies. Remember, pennies are worth 1 cent, so you can count by ones. I'm going to give you some time, but if you need more time when I'm ready to move on, you can pause the video and take as much time as you need to find the answer. Go ahead and start solving this now. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video now and play it when you're ready to move on. Okay, let's count this group of pennies and see how much the group is worth. Count with me. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means the value of this group of pennies is 5 cents. If you got that right, great work. We know this group of pennies is worth 5 cents because we have 5 pennies, and we know that pennies are worth 1 cent, 1 cent each, so we can count by ones. All right, let's move on to the next one. Next, we are going to practice counting groups of nickels. We know a nickel is worth 5 cents, so when we count nickels, we can count by fives. So in this group, I see that there are 1, 2, 3 nickels. I know nickels are worth 5 cents each, so when I count the group, I can count by fives. So I'm going to count them now. 5, 10, 15. When I count these nickels, I find that the value of the group is 15 cents. And remember, when I write the answer, I write the number that the coins are worth with the cent symbol after, so we know we're talking about money. Are you ready to try counting nickels? Let's go on to our second launch. I'm going to read it to you now. Can you count this group of nickels and find its value? When you have the answer, I want you to write it on your whiteboard or paper. Remember to put the cent symbol after the number so we know you're talking about money. So go ahead and get out your whiteboard or paper again and tell me what is the value of this group of nickels. Remember to count by fives and write the answer on your whiteboard or paper. If you need more time after I'm done, you can pause the video and keep working. But go ahead and take some time now to work on this. If you need more time to keep working, go ahead and pause the video now and play it when you're ready. All right, count the group of nickels with me, friends. Are you ready? Remember, we're counting by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20. So the value of this group of nickels is 20 cents. If you knew the answer, you are one smart cookie. We know this group of nickels is worth 20 cents because we have 4 nickels, and we know nickels are worth 5 cents each. Great job counting nickels. Are you ready to move on to a different coin? Now we're going to practice counting dimes. We know a dime is worth 10 cents. So when we count groups of dimes, what do you think we count by? Tens, that's right. So when I see this group of dimes, I see that there are 1, 2, 3 dimes. I know that dimes are worth 10 cents each, so I count by tens when I count the group. I'm going to count the group now. 10, 20, 30. When I count this group of dimes, I find that the value of the group is 30 cents. And when we write 30 cents, it looks like this, the 30 with the cent symbol after it. Are you ready to practice counting dimes? Okay, can you look at this group of dimes and count how much it's worth? When you have the answer, I want you to write it on your whiteboard or paper. Remember to put the cent symbol after the number so we know you're talking about money. So go ahead and get out your whiteboard and paper. Erase your whiteboard if you haven't erased it yet. Remember, you're counting dimes, so we're going to count by tens. All right, go ahead and take some time now to figure how much this group of dimes is worth. If you need more time to keep solving this, go ahead and pause the video now and play it when you're ready to move on. All right, guys, let's count this group of dimes and see how many of you were right. Are you ready? Count by tens with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. The value of this group of dimes is 60 cents. If you got that right, give yourself a pat on the back. Nice work. We know this group of dimes is worth 60 cents because we see that we have 6 dimes in our group, and we know dimes are worth 10 cents each. So when we count that, that equals 60 cents. And 60 cents looks like this, the 60 with the cent symbol after it. Great job, friends. We're finished. Wonderful work today counting groups of coins. Now it is time for us to work on independent practice. In your packet for this week, find today, and you should see these 3 worksheets. Each of these worksheets is counting groups of coins like we just practiced. You have one worksheet that is counting groups of pennies, one worksheet that is counting groups of nickels, and this last worksheet, which is counting groups of dimes. When you are finished with all 3 of these worksheets, you have also a fact fluency sheet in your packet to work on as well. Once you have finished all of that, you may work on iReady Math for 20 minutes. And remember, if your teacher has assigned you anything in iReady, go ahead and work on that first. Then you can move on to regular iReady Math. I am so proud of the hard work you guys did today. Good luck on your independent practice, and I will see you tomorrow for our last day of counting coins. Bye, friends.